you will have a leak. Do not use it. I'm warning you now, so it's your fault you use it. You got to get the MLS gasket, multi-layered steel gaskets. Got to get those. All right, so let's get them. Let's get these exhaust manifolds on. We'll be right back. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, we went into the kit and dang it, they gave us these gaskets. These are the ones I did. Guys, I'm telling you, if you ever see these gaskets in the kit, do not ever use these. These things are junk.
Hey, I just as a quick funny comment, I was looking for the MLS gaskets, and I went on Amazon, right, and I found I think it was Beck Only or whatever. I can't remember the name of it. And I looked at it had one review and it was a 2-star, so I went to read it, right? So the guy complained because it was all 3 metal, and he said, how could it possibly work like that? He said Felpro does, he described the way Felpro does it. He said that's better.
Yeah, that's what you call somebody who don't know. Guys, check it out. That's a good. In a way, it's a good thing. People don't realize these gaskets, even though it looks like flat metal, first of all, on the ridges. On the new ones, they just bevel out just a little bit. They just come out. So when you go to tighten the bolts up, you squeeze all that together, and that's what makes a seal, and these never wear out. If you was to look at it, people who don't know, they's like, wow, man, this one looks a whole lot better. But I got a pair of wire cutters out here. What happens is, let's see, dang it, I'm going to cut this. See that, guys? That's not even, that's like in the between there. That's paper. That's nothing but paper. So what happens is, guys, you're talking about paper and you're talking about 500 degrees minimum. 500 degrees. I don't care what you got on the outside. That paper on the inside is going to cook and disappear. And in a few months, 6 months, let's give it 6 months, you're going to have a leak. So I'm telling you guys right now, there's a reason why you never ever see these gaskets on an OEM engine. Never. You won't see them. You'll always see the MLS gaskets. And you start with racing engines on the head gaskets. You'll see MLS. You won't see these because these will blow right out. Guys, whatever you do yourself a favor. Do not get these gaskets. So, being that this is pretty much garbage and we can't put the exhaust manifolds. Yeah, I'll still reuse it.
Okay.
So we're not gonna reuse it. We're gonna use the old ones. So let's get to let's hold these up. Make sure. So we're gonna move on, guys. Let's move on to the let's go over here to the engine.
Until we wait for the new gaskets.
Yeah, until the new gaskets come in. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave that alone. Now, what I did was over here, I set up I brung the party line from inside the house to out here. So we have 2 different party lines here. We have this one, at the end, excuse the mutt, at the end where the exhaust manifold is, and then we have this side over here, the top, the intake. You know what? Let's work with this right now. So we're going to start off with our knock sensors. But remember the old knock sensor got this thing overheated so much that it actually melted the knock sensors. This car seriously overheated. So we're going to get these on and we're going to start putting this stuff together. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is let's get our engine hoist out of the way. We've got to be very careful because now the only thing holding this up is the jack stands. If it falls, that's going to be funny.
No, it's not.
Yes, it will be. Okay, that looks good. And underneath, I got my jack stick, my hydraulic jack, picking up the front of the engine because it would drop down. I mean, it'll only drop down as far as the frame with the axle. And I also took my wire ties, some mechanics wire, and tied up the spindle and brought it back to the lower control arm, just to keep so it don't pull on the axle so much. And I did that on both sides. All right, so you got good lighting in there?
Yeah, but can we be right back?
All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, now what we're going to do here is we're going to take our old ones and let's see how this sets up here. It sets up like this. And we got our 10. This is what I like about putting your bolts back to where they belong. So we got a 10 millimeter bolt right here. And this will mount up right there. Dang it. Alright. And let's get our 10 millimeter deep 3/8 drive, or I'll call this impact. Guys, check this out.
Well, oh, I see. You're putting the bracket back.
Right.
Oh.
Guys, this is something I'm going to show you here. Now, here's a 10 millimeter deep socket. Now, I always taught you guys, here's a ratchet. I always taught you guys to be safe. You bring it, let me bring it down to it. You bring it down till it stops and a little bit more. And that way you don't snap anything off. Now, once you get comfortable with doing that, really comfortable, then you can change over to your cordless impact. You can definitely still snap that off. So what you want to do, guys, is sometimes practice. Let's take this off. Okay, now I got loose. Practice using this. Practice control. So you see what I mean? Slow. Practice that. And that way, once you get that, then you know how tight that's supposed to be. That ain't too tight. So you can actually tighten it down and know exactly when to stop. Watch, I hit it and this thing spin right off. Just like that. You know exactly when to stop. But
practice not till you get it right. Practice till you can't get it wrong.
Where the heck you get that from? Yeah, and don't practice on somebody else's card. Don't practice on your own. All right, so we got that in there. Everything is looking good. Now these knock sensors are different. There's one with a gray plug, and there's one with a black plug. The gray plug goes to the right side, the cylinder head. Now when you look it up online to buy your new one, you're gonna see that as well. And these things, that's all they do. There's little clips right here that's open up and they pop right out. So let's go over here. We got our two new sensors. Why one came wrapped in plastic and the other one didn't, I have no idea, guys. Ooh, look at those two knock sensors. All right, so what we're gonna do here is the gray one. Now we noticed that, let's see, we want to make sure that we are gonna put this back the same way, because I noticed, like, we got these two parts right here. These two right here is out here, and on the other side, those two lines are closer together. We want to make sure we put them back the same way. So let's take this one out, and we notice the two on the inside is just like that. So take that, get our inside one in, put the one on the inside, snap it down into place. Now with the black one, the two on the inside is still facing towards me. So let's get our new one and snap that into place. That is looking good. All right, let's take these. I'm gonna throw them away. And we got our two 12 millimeter bolts down here that we left in before. Watch it drop down and drop up into that pipe. So let's take both of these bolts out, get rid of the old, throw these out, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got them done. Now let's get these hooked up. Our gray one, and actually cool, look at this. It's got it, this go by the side. This one's on the right side and this one's on the left side. So what we're gonna do is go down now. And these sensors, you got this big part right here and then you got the small part. This part goes up against the block. So the bolt's gonna go through just like that. So let's get this in there. And get this bolt started by hand by a few threads so we don't cross thread it. There we go. And then let's get our other one over here. What's he doing? Oh, he was looking up at the air or something.
Contemplating what he's gonna get into.
Yeah. Can you got good lighting down there?
Yeah, but I can't see anything with your hands in my way.
Here. Dang it. Alright.
Exactly. Dang it.
Alright. We gotta make sure this thing goes down because we're gonna put our intake on in a few minutes. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is get us a 12mm shallow socket, 3/8 drive, with our 3/8 drive ratchet. And I got my swivel head, so that way I can much better getting over and getting down in here. Okay, and we're trying to locate these where the wires are going straight back. I don't want them leaning up against anything like that. Try to mess up. I want them to go straight back. And we're gonna tighten up one together. Okay. And as I'm getting, now it's at the point where it stopped, but I'm still holding my hand right here just in case when I turn it, I don't want this wire, this harness to turn. And a little bit more. That's it. That is perfect. All right, let's get this one done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, that looks beautiful. That looks perfect. All right, the next thing we do is got our lower intake manifold gaskets. Now these gaskets right here do not get any kind of silicone whatsoever. So the first thing we do, we got our bolts and nuts in place. So we're going to take them out. Now on the end ones, you want to be careful because you got the nut and you have a lock washer. Alright, so what we're going to do is take these off, and you definitely don't want to miss the next step. We'll be right back. Alright guys, this part right here is super duper important. Get you a nice little light, and sometimes I like to use my string light. I don't know where it's at right now, my string light somewhere. What you want to do, cut your light on. You want to go down in every one of these intake ports. You can see down there, see them valves and all?
Yeah.
You want to go down in each one and make sure nothing dropped down in there, a bolt, a washer, or anything, or that will mess up your whole day when you hit that key. All right, everything is nothing down there. Let's look on the other side. You can see down there, Sippy?
Yes.
See how I'm trying to be nice to her? What the heck?
You asked me already.
You see anything in that, Sippy?
No.
Oh, this is a different one. This one. Can you see anything, Sippy?
Yeah, I can see down there.
You see anything, Sippy?
The valve.
All right, guys. So we are good to go. And let's, just in case, guys, let's look and make sure nothing dropped up under this pipe. Because once you put this down, that intake down, that is it. All right, the next thing you want to do, guys, grab you a rag or something. Oh, check this out, guys. Y'all want one of these lights? Look at that.
This is such an auto repair.
Yeah, they missing an S on the end of that. But these things are bright, man. Look at it. Hey, man. Oh, the battery. What the heck, man? The battery was just light. Oh, man. Look how bright that is, guys. You reach down in. Yeah.
Please don't write and tell us you want one of those, because that's the only one we have.
So we already cleaned the cylinder heads up. So now we're just going to go around with our rag wipe off the ports, make sure everything is still nice and clean. Now you're going to take your gaskets. It doesn't matter which side you use.
Why not?
Oh, but you got to make sure you put it on right though.
So how do I know which one's the right way?
Because if you put it on this way, see how the ports lined up? So you just
But you're saying both gaskets are the same?
Yep. Flip it around. That's that.
Because it's the same cylinder head?
Yep, it's the same exact cylinder head. Alright, put that one down. Man, guys, this is looking good, guys. This is looking good. Alright, guys, let's go get our lower intake. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, here's our lower intake. So first we're going to do is take off these. Because we ain't going to need that gasket no more. Alright, and this thing looks really dirty. These bolts ain't going to. I know I put these on, so I know they gotta fit. Oh man, look at. You know what, guys, we're gonna have to do? Cause them threads, I guess because of the rust on it or something, but we're gonna retap those threads. Cause those things aren't cool. Alright, let's turn this over. We gotta clean. Ugh. Look inside there, guys. You see that, Siffy? Yeah. Alright, guys, you definitely want to clean this up. And I'm going to tell you why. Actually, it really...
Kind of obvious, ain't it?
It really don't matter, really.
It's nasty. Just clean it because it's nasty.
What I was about to say is, see, our fuel injectors are going directly down into the cylinder. But if you have something where your injectors are up here, and that gas got to flow down, especially like a carbureted engine, that gas got to flow down to the cylinder. With that stuff right there, it'll stop it. You'll end up with a misfire, a low power, or something. So we need to clean this up. And there's no better way of cleaning this up than with our old pressure washer. So, but before we do that, let's bring these bolts down.
Daddy gave the pressure washer.
Don't tell him that. You know how mud is. So let's put these bolts down. All right, guys, let's get our pressure washer set up. And remember, look how this looks right now. And if you don't have a pressure washer, guys, and you're faced with this, take it to one of those self-cleaning car washers. They got the little pressure washer. He said, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's good. Go ahead and tell them Astro sent you.
Well, they have signs that you can't...
Yeah, they do, but do it anyway. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we almost get this set up. Looks like this mud won't let me get away. Look, Harley, I got to go through this all the time with this dog. Good, you fun? You done? Cut it out. Go with someone else and play. Go somewhere else and play. Go somewhere else and play. Go somewhere else and play. You won't like. Alright, guys, let's get this thing started. Guys, definitely get you a pressure washer. This thing cost us $100-something from Walmart. And how long have we had this? We had like at least
10 years.
And it's been sitting outside too. So this Briggs & Stratton engine is great. Alright guys, if you can see in there. Can you see that, Sippy? Nice and clean. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, guys, is clean the mating surface. And what I'm going to be using is this surface tool right here, the angle grinder and surface disc. You want to be very careful when you're using these, especially against aluminum, because this can cut a gouge right inside that aluminum, and then you'll be having the air leak and you'll be wondering where it's coming from. So what I like to do is just like to barely just because there's really no gasket I'm removing. I'm just removing the carbon. That's what I'm doing. I'm not even really pushing down on it. So remember, don't push down at all, guys.
If you don't have air tools.
Well, if you don't have air tools, get your wire brush, about some 320 grit sandpaper, 400. Scuff it up, clean it up. It ain't gotta look like that, guys. As long as you get the stuff off and make it.
Can you use a scouring pad?
Yes, you can definitely use a scouring pad as well. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna do this side, and then we're gonna turn it over. All right, we'll be right back. Guys, you gotta admit that looks good. All right, let's turn it over. So on this side, what we're gonna do, guys, is take the two nuts off, the 10mm bolt, and one of these studs was loose already. This one's not. So what I'm gonna do is get my stud remover. These are cool, guys, because these guys, I don't know if you can see them in there. There's 3 little round, like pegs or something. And as you're loosening, this tool grabs onto the stud so you don't damage no kind of thread. So you put it on, turn it a little bit till it locks into place, get your ratchet, and it actually grabs the stud and takes it out. So now what I want to do while I got that off, first I want to clean up here. So let's finish cleaning this up and we'll be right back. You see that, Civvy? Yeah. That's our new thing. You see that, Civvy? All right, guys. Let's put our studs back in there.
Aren't you going to clean those studs?
Watch me, Civvy. Watch. Oh. All right. So take our stud. Then you got two ends to your studs. You can have a short end, then you're going to have the longer end. The short end is the one that goes into the intake. So you're going to start it off by hand. And then use your same tool and make sure it's not going all the way down or you're going to mess up something. So you want to bring it up some. And you can see it grabbed on already. And it's starting to bring that in there. Dang it, man. It came out. And this thing will actually hold this down and bring it down till it stops and a little bit more. That's it. All right, then we're gonna go over here, the same thing. Don't go all the way down. Bring it up some, turn it by hand, clockwise, till it locks into place. And I can actually turn this in by hand until I can't turn it no more. Then I get the ratchet. Okay, perfect. Definitely be careful, guys, because you can actually break these ears. They call these little ears. You can actually break them off. All right, things are looking great. Let's put this back up. And now we're gonna clean those threads off. So what we're gonna do is grab our tap and die set, and you got to figure out which one it is. Now I know these are an 8mm, so I know it's gonna be 8, and hopefully I got one. Dang it! You know these things suck. Yeah, these suck. You guys, you better make sure you got this right too, because you be able to.
You don't mark them?
Yeah, but you know, this is an old Matco set, and Matco set, they suck. Why they suck? Because only thing they did was buy it from somebody else and put their imprint on them. Craftsman actually engraved it in there. It's actually etched into the metal. So, matter of fact, I got a Craftsman set too. In fact, why am I bothering this? I'm gonna show you what I mean, guys. Now you just seen. Let's grab one of these, and I don't know if you can see the words Matco on it on the top.
It's not focusing on it. No.
What about for you further?
On the top?
Yeah, what about for you? Like, let me get.
No, it's not the lighting. It's just not
Okay,
focusing.
what about further away and then try to zoom in?
That's what I did.
No, you were right close up on it.
Oh, Lord. Really? Alright, we kind of see it. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
On the big screen, they'll see it. Yeah.
All right, you see what they did? Only thing they did was buy it from somebody.
But they don't put the size of it?
Yeah, if you look
Oh.
look down there, there's the size on the left.
Okay.
And then on the right, I don't know, it's got something over there. But anyway, so it's like hard to see. Now let me go. What I'm gonna do? Let me go get my Craftsman set, and I'm gonna show you how that one is. Be right back. All right, guys. Now this is my Craftsman set, and let's grab one here that I think might be close to it. Now let's go over here.
Okay.
You see how it's engraved in there?
Yeah.
See, that won't go away. So this one is not the one. This is a 5/16. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an 8mm. This is a 10mm. God dang it.
That's way too small.
Yeah, no, I gotta clean these things up.
What's this one?
No, there it is. 8 by 1.25. Now, let me see what happens right here. Being that it's engraved in there. Okay. At the bottom now. I think you got too much lighting. You got like 1.
Yeah. But it wasn't focusing. There we go. 8mm by 125.
Yep. See, I even could now. If that would have did that to a Matco one, the words would have been gone. So 8 by 125. Put it on. Yeah, you could tell this thing was threading's all messed up. So let's get our tool here. Hold this into place. And then we just turn it, and it's gonna clean those threads right up. If it don't clean them up, it just made new ones.